interrupt your duty-free lunch with some important announcements and this special summer conference edition of AWSP's News You Can Use. For starters, look to your right and tell the person next to you, "You did it! Congrats on another great year for kids." No, seriously, it's okay to interact with a video. 3, 2, and 1. Time's up! You have one of the toughest jobs in the universe, but also one of the most rewarding. When times get tough, don't forget that part. The class of 2017 just graduated from high schools across our state, and the class of 2030 starts kindergarten this fall. Each of you will impact them at every step of the way. Principals are the #2 influence on student achievement behind an effective classroom teacher. But how do you make sure every student has an effective teacher? That's where you come in. You make the difference. Leadership is an opportunity to leave a forever impact. Our kids are in great hands thanks to you and your impact. We wanted to do a huge stadium-sized wave to you as a thank you, but had to settle with a small wave from the teams at AWSP and AWSL. Which reminds me, how many of you are sending kids to AWSL student leadership camps at either CISPAS or Chihuahua this summer? Go ahead, raise your hands. And that's right, I'm asking you to engage with a video, again. It's okay, raise them high. Thank you for supporting the culture of your school by empowering your student leaders. Don't forget to join us in celebrating Jerry Bender's retirement and his advocacy for principals, the principalship, and all students. The reception will be held tonight from 4:30 to 5:30 at the Doubletree, Salons 1 and 2. Come say congrats to Jerry and meet Roz Thompson, who will attempt to fill Jerry's shoes. Roz, what are you doing here?
Hey, I work here now. I got big shoes to fill.
Well, good night. Roz Thompson, everybody. Thanks, Roz. We've got some amazing professional learning opportunities for you starting this summer and into next fall. For more on those, here's Ron Sisson.
Thanks, Scott. Hey, I just want to remind you guys that we have several cohort-based learning opportunities for principals in our state. Check out our website because I'm sure that we have something that fits your needs just right. And also don't forget that this year we launched our first cohort of principal mentor training. So if you're interested in mentorship or if you know somebody who could use a mentor for the upcoming school year, check out our website for more information. Back to you, Scott.
Thanks, Ron. AWSP is a powerful and well-respected voice in the state on leading tough conversations in our state, including conversations about equity. For more on our efforts, here's Kurt Hatch.
Thanks, Scott. So among a lot of other things regarding equity and how we embed it in not only our strategic plan, but in everything that we do, our professional development, our conversations, our committee work, our legislative work, we are really here to help you do some of the heavy lifting around having the tough conversations, whether it be around gender, orientation, or race. Those do need to be part of our conversations. We're happy to help you. So give me a call. Let's make sure that we're all leading the conversation. Thanks for all your work. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you, Kurt. 2 years ago, we started the summer conference tradition with our first Who's Your Favorite Principal segment. I like to ask this question to people everywhere I go. People are used to getting asked about their favorite teacher or coach, but no one asks about a favorite principal. I hope you know the impact you're able to have on all of your students. Anyhow, last year we took it to OSPI and the streets of Olympia for some inspiration and laughs. This year, Gary and I took a little walk through a nice neighborhood to see if we could surprise some people at home. We have to apologize in advance. We really wanted to go big for you, but only one person was home and willing to talk to us. Sorry about that. This year, we're going out in the country to find whose favorite principal.
Let's just knock on somebody's door.
Yeah, there's some options.
There's no reason we have to be out on the street. Let's look for a house that will be kind of cool. Maybe somebody's home.
Yeah. Oh, this one looks nice. It's got a gate.
Okay. Let's try this one.
What if we go to this place? You want to climb over the gate or?
Well, once they know it's
us,
yeah, they'll open.
I bet they will.
Sure.
Okay. I bet whoever lives here had a great principal.
I bet.
Wonder who it is, though.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out, Scott.
Yep.
Ring the doorbell.
I'm not ringing it. Here we are live in really what is pretty amazing place that we've been invited into. We didn't know, we just saw this house and came up, and here we are. we're going to have a little discussion about leadership with somebody who really makes a huge impact in our community across the state for kids, who believes in all kids. So here we are. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I have Scott Seaman sitting on my couch. You mind signing this for me?
Oh.
I mean, I've had my copy of Principal News for so long.
You've had this for years, actually.
I mean, I had to. I had to hang on to it.
Yeah, well, you bet. I'd be happy to sign this thing for you. I mean, normally I don't do autographs. I like to just keep the business, but you know. So
I appreciate that.
You bet.
So much.
I'll put it right here next to Seahawks hat.
Yeah.
And then this.
Pretty okay,
I mean,
team.
you've had this too.
Come on. Come on. I'm not like I'm a creepy stalker or anything, but come on. I mean, you got to keep up with Seaman.
So Richard, we know you love kids and all kids. At AWSP, that was one of our cornerstones, is supporting all kids through the principals and the principalship. We know that you just recently established a partnership with Fineo. Failure is not an option. We're excited to say that we have also joined that same journey.
That's awesome.
So tell us how you got involved with Fineo.
Well, I think that our missions and our just morals and everything align perfectly. Failure is not an option is something that I don't think anybody has put in acronym form. And I think that it's important for kids to understand that, because a lot of kids, run into obstacles and run into adversity and they feel like that's it, that's the end of their journey, that's the end of their dream. It kills everything that they want. And I think failure is not an option helps them to understand that every obstacle can be overcome. It's never the end. I mean, you may run into adversity, you may run into troubling situations, but you can move past it. You can grow from that. It's never the end.
Right on. And we have that same belief at AWSP, and that's why we're excited. What do you think about leadership? I mean, I'm here representing principals across the state. I mean, we have hardworking, amazing principals out there for K-12 kids in our state, and they're making a difference for kids. What do you think about principals?
I think they're incredibly important for the foundation of our youth, especially in the educational field, in the world of academia. I think they're incredibly essential to molding our young people, both with discipline, obviously, but also with kindness and support. So I think it's incredibly important to have the right principals to make sure that they're doing their part, because they can send a kid down the wrong path just as easily as they can guide them down the right path. So I'm thankful for your work and everything principals do for our kids. It's an incredible sacrifice that they make, and it takes a special kind of person to do it.
Right on. So if you were to just say one thing to the principals in our state, like they were on the other side of that camera out there and they just survived another crazy school year, what would you say to them?
I'd say thank you. Thank you very much. Your work is greatly appreciated. You'll never be appreciated enough or thanked enough for all the sacrifice and hard work that you put in, and countless hours that you put in for kids who will probably not say thank you. So here's their thank you.
Joking aside, we really want to thank Richard and his fiancée Ashley for inviting us into their home and being such willing participants. Richard is a great success story and contributes a lot to his community and students from around the state. If you'd like to thank him for supporting us, support him by making a donation to his foundation, Blanket Coverage. Find the donate section on Richard's website under Foundation. Your donation will help provide disadvantaged students with materials they'll need to succeed. Let's give him a nice little surprise as the donations roll in. I mean, we already surprised him by leaving this little gift on his mantle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the full interview. Good luck this year, and go Hawks! As outgoing AWSP President Steve Rabb walks up on the stage, we want to recognize our Regional Principals of the Year finalists. If you're here, please stand up and be recognized. While that happens, let's get our 2017 State Principals of the Year on stage here to receive their award. Come on up, Ricardo Iniguez, Associate Principal at Wenatchee High School. Adina Brito, Principal at Evergreen Elementary in the Shelton School District. Doug Kaplicki, Principal at East Valley Middle School in the East Valley School District out of Spokane. And Dan Bissett, Principal at Wilson High School in the Tacoma Public Schools. Let's give them a hand as they come up and accept their award. Let's also thank Steve Rabb for his time, energy, and contributions as your AWSP President this past year. Thanks a bunch, Steve. Take it away.